I was introduced to anti-Mormon literature when I was 7 years old by a church that was across the street from my home, and they invited me over for popsicles, and that's when they hit me with all of the anti-Mormon literature. They told me that Joseph Smith was a fraud and a killer, and that's why he was murdered at Carthage jail and so forth. Throughout my life, I've gotten a whole bunch of anti-Mormon exposure, and I want to share with you the two verses that gave me an ironclad testimony, and it is in 1 Nephi chapter 8 in Lehi's dream. The first one is in verse 12. As we read these, I want you to pay attention to how the fruit was eaten. It says in verse 12, I, this is Lehi, partook of the fruit thereof, and it filled my soul with exceedingly great joy. But look at verse 28 and pay attention to how it's eaten. And after they tasted of the fruit, they were ashamed because of those that were scoffing at them. Is there a difference between partaking of the fruit and tasting it? Absolutely. One actually nourishes and strengthens you, and the other one pretty much does nothing. And so what I've learned is that when I dive into the gospel, even more, I partake and feast on the word of God. That's where I feel the strength in my testimony becoming ironclad against the little darts of the adversary.